Now, a problem with the hierarchical models is they don't predict typicality. For example, why might it be the case that Camry is confirmed faster as a car than this weird looking Studebaker? Is it the case that some things are more typical and there are questions answered about them that are faster than in other cases, even though they should be answered at the same speed? And this is the Collins and Loftus model that represented an alternative to the hierarchical model. And this one has really stood the test of time over the last 50 years or so. And as you can see, I'll try to blow it up a smidge for a little bit of clarification. Like concepts are stored together. Anything that has to do with truck might be street, car, bus, vehicle, fire engine. Anything related to fire engine could be red or fire, etc. And then there are concepts related to red, concepts related to roses, etc. It's amazing how all these things are strengthened over time, and that exposure to one concept activates the others and may make us think of those things. Now, this one had fewer restrictions on it than the hierarchical model, which predicted reaction times as a function of how closely something was stored in that hierarchy, like a canary was a bird versus a canary as an animal. So Collins and Loftus described a number of other assumptions that this model makes to explain how the model accounts for data from other experiments. They dispense with the assumptions of cognitive economy and hierarchies, helping their model to avoid the problems of Collins and Quillian. Many psychologists find the breadth of this model, which is its major strength, to be a shortcoming also because it's difficult to make clear and strong predictions from the model with respect to experiments. Although the model is consistent with a number of findings, such as this typicality effect that we described with the Camry and the Studebaker, it's hard to think of data that would falsify the model, on the other hand. Nevertheless, if I had to pick which is more popular over the fullness of time, certainly the spreading activation model has been more popular and well received and has really acted as their replacement versus the hierarchical semantic network. I think it sort of stood the test of time.